Hey guys, what's up? It's Ash. We're gonna look at a 3v3 play. We're gonna be on Nick's cam, our Gwapes, our Gwapes. I refuse to call him the first one. So Nick has been playing for, I guess, 2 months, 2.5 months. And the one thing I've noticed about him is he's an incredibly fast learner. When we picked him up, he wasn't nearly as good. And it's only been probably 2.5 weeks. He picks up a lot of the stuff that we do well, and he puts it into his own game. Nick is really good on the defensive end. He is. He always seems to be in a really good position, and he rotates really well, especially when he's playing with myself and Chris. I've noticed that. Um, when he plays with us, he tends to be more defensive, and when he plays with people that are of a lower skill level to him, he'll play a little bit more aggressive and offensive. But I've kind of noticed recently that he's not hung in goal as much and is gotten himself involved in the rotation. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to look at all the things that Nick does well and all the things that he needs to work on. Mainly a lot of this is rotation and what hits to take, what hits not to take. And this is a really good game from him. I think we're playing an All-Star and a Rising Star and a Challenger Elite. So, already they have us outmatched in ranking. Chris and I are both Rising Stars, and we're, right on the cusp of going into Shooting Stars. But this is a really good game, and we're going to watch this, and we're going to kind of analyze it. So let's get started. So right on the face-off. Okay, and this is a really good thing that he does is he'll cut to the right. If he cuts to the left, he's playing defensive. If he cuts to the right, if he cuts to the left, he's playing in a defensive role. And if he cuts to the right, he's playing more aggressively and more playing towards the ball. Right here is not good, and I've kind of noticed this a lot about him, is he will hit the corners quite a bit. Just one thing you kind of need to work on, you're not really in a rush. And then this right here, he's in a really good position to defend this, but it's just a mechanical error, and it's one that everybody makes, even the pros make them, and I make them quite a bit. So it's one that he's going to get, 9 times out of 10. All right, second face off. Again, great. Like I mentioned earlier, if he doesn't cut to the left, we don't start with the possession. We start on the defensive end, and that's actually a really good hit off the wall. Those are, kind of hard to make. I'm not great at walls. Excellent play right here. If you look right here, Parkour Fox is in a great position to make a shot on this. If Nick drops in the goal, he's definitely taking that shot. But instead, he plays it out, and that's one thing that I've had to learn. Excellent rotation back in. You have two people there that are in line for a shot. I'm in goal, and he knows that, but yet it's still always a good idea to, in this position, because you're not going to get the hit, to rotate to the best position. Decent play. This guy probably picks up a dribble if we don't make this. So this is an excellent play. Right here. I'm out of position. I don't know if he sees that, but he plays the ball, and a lot of the times in a rotation, sometimes you won't play it because you know that they're going to have the best chance for it. But since we had momentum going forward, I stepped out, and Nick's rotating back to goal, which is perfect rotation. Another really good thing here, no need to rush for this boost. The boost is there, it's just a glitch. And he plays this, and we make contact, and he gets turned, but he continues his momentum. Another good play, keeps the pressure on. Okay, right here, I'm not great at aerials, but right here you would like to be up in the air right about, you'd like to be turned and up in the air right about here, and that's one that you're going to have to e-brake and position yourself to get a good run at the ball. Since he's late, it's a 50-50, which isn't bad, but if he's up early and he makes contact with it, it's a definite shot on goal, or at least a centering pass. Okay, rotating back out. See, this is one thing that he does well, and he knows that we have a potential shot coming on. And if anything, what it does, even if we don't score, they know that the demo game is in play, and it will keep them on edge. Maybe I realize this is actually probably his hit, so never mind on that. Again, he realizes that we have a goalie. Not the greatest challenge, but at least, you know, you're up there making, you have the right idea. Okay, one right here that you need to be in the air a little bit earlier. I'm not sure where he is on boost, but a little scary there. Actually, a pretty good play. I don't think Chris gets to this. Okay, great rotation. And it's actually a decent job of hesitating on this one. Because you don't want to be, it's a good read. You don't want to be all up in the air. But you want to be, you want to at least, you know, have the foresight to challenge this. Okay. It's good patience, but you got to be underneath the ball to pick the dribble up. But actually, you know, decent pop. Excellent play. And see right here, this is such a good play because they definitely have a play set up. We don't have anybody in goal yet. We're still rotating back. And this basically takes away their opportunity on offense. Okay, good rotation. No real need to go to off cam, but I can understand why you do that, just to make sure where you're at. Really no rush. Not the greatest wall hit, but what it does is it makes the other guy rush his hit too. And right here, this is excellent positioning. He definitely knows that there's a pass coming. The pass just doesn't get there. Okay. And it's a great read here, knowing that we're going to get momentum going our way. Again, great positioning. Not the greatest hit. It's probably not what he wanted. Okay, this is an excellent play. And he could be in the air earlier, but I mean, you're not going to argue with the result with it. They're all three bunched up in that on that side in that corner. You just got to hit it, and this actually leads to a goal. So, again, we'll go. Let me go back to this one. I'm up front. Chris is behind, and he should know this, that if you have three people in the corner and you have somebody up front and you have somebody behind you, that you should always go for this. Okay, second face off. I think he drops. I'm not sure. Yeah. This is really good patience on his part. Again, a little slow at the aerial. What you typically want to do is you want to hit it as hard as you can off that diagonal, and it has more of a chance to come across the net. Good challenge. Or good hit. Good hit and good rotation. This one, there's no rush. This is a good read because you don't need to make it any more difficult than you need to. It's an excellent read, and it gets the same result as if something a little bit more flashier. Again, great positioning. This is not the greatest hit though before. Sometimes on these, you just want to rotate in the goal and let the goalie come out and clear it back out that way. But, you know, great recovery. Actually, this right here is what leads to the goal. Is going up for this 50-50. Well, it's a save, really. Decent face off. There's one thing I wanted to point out on that. All the big boosts are left, the 100 boosts. So picking up pads, and looks to me like he does a really good job of picking the pads up. Alright, so this one we're a little bit out of position. Let me go back a little bit further. Okay, see, the ball's cleared. By then, you know, all three of them are in a position to hit it back or to clear it back. This is one that you don't need to play as aggressively, especially with the minute left. It's better to play it a little bit more safe. So, just one more time on that one. So, right there, instead of going for that, it's better to rotate in the goal and let the goalie clear it. This is a good play, especially in threes. For me, like a lot of the times we both go for boosted from the back, but I tend to be 50-50 on if I go or if I don't go, but this is a good job hanging back. Knowing the situation, we're tied with a minute to go. If you don't stay back, that's an easy goal, and it's a goal that really shouldn't happen. It wasn't a a great face-off. Great job rotating. Okay. Not the worst hit. This is one that you would like to be up a little bit earlier. Okay, on these right here, I'm going for the hit. There's really no reason to go for this one too. It's better to get our drive into position. It's kind of a split-second decision, but I mean, it's not going to kill us. Great demo. It's a great job right here attacking this. If you don't attack this, you don't know that guy has total control of where the ball goes. Again, knowing the situation, great job hanging back. And again, this is another great play right here. Chris is up. There's no sense to go for this. It's better to have better positioning. All right, we're in overtime. Okay, so right here, you know that you have a goalie. It's better to challenge this one because you have a goalie, and you want to make this guy make a move as early as possible. Again, really good positioning. No sense to go for that because he knows that I have the clear on it. This is a great job of playing third man back. Right up around the midfield line. Right here is one that you could challenge though. But that wouldn't... If you were to challenge this, right here, one of us would have to rotate back too. But if you were to challenge this right here, it's a risky play where you could possibly set up a goal. And even on that second hit, you could probably challenge that too. But I mean, overtime, you got to play it safe a little bit. So great job on the demos. I think we're up to 5 now. And a really good job of staying put. We don't have the ball clear yet. Okay, good job cheating up. And we're back on offense. Okay. So this is a good idea, and it's played perfectly except for the aerial. It's always good to wait and see where the ball's going at this level. It's good to wait and see where the ball's going first before you commit to a play. This one, you probably double jumped but you know, just kind of flew over the ball. Not big on this rotation. This one is better to rotate into goal. That way, so I can play the ball out if need be. And that's the game. So what happened here, and this is all on me too, was I think I was at 0 boost, and I went up to get a pad because I thought we had it cleared, but. So, yeah, this is probably the best game I've seen him play, especially at this level. Just really smart. I mean, super smart with the positioning and what to attack to and what not to attack. Just a few things to work on. A lot of the things to work on for him is mechanics of the game, and that really just takes time and experience. The rotations seem to be really good. The positioning seems to be extremely good too. So, yep. Anyways, this is Nick, you know, newest guy on Vulture Culture. So, it's gonna tear it up. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Have a good one.